Hey, this is Andreas from eSurfer, and today we have two world premieres for you. The two first from the series production of the two new models from Aerofoils this summer. Next to me is a very special guest, the co-founder and CTO Christian. And hey, Christian, maybe you can tell us a little bit about you and your company.
Thank you, Andreas. So my name is Christian, and I have a fable for everything that flies from my childhood on. So I studied aircraft design at Technical University of Munich, did my PhD there, and built unmanned aerial vehicles. During my study, I also founded a students' club, and we built competition airplanes, and it led me to a world champion title and also to a world record. But then I met Franz, and he was keen into hydrofoiling. So we designed hydrofoils for kite surfing, and that's nothing else than an airplane that flies in water. And so we are now standing for our eFoil products.
Cool. Yes. Aerofoil started 2022 with an adventure board, and then in the same year came with the shorter version, the performance, and last year they came with a competition, and now two more models are on the market, and we will have a closer look. So we are now here behind the HyperFly, and also we did already two videos about this board. Both were with prototypes, one at boat and one in a comparison with the flight scooter. This is the first one from the series production, serial number 1. And now we can finally see how the final product actually looks like, and you can see what you get when you get it. But Christian, please tell us, what is this about with the scooters?
Yeah, so eFoiling is flying over water. And with a scooter, we set the entry level into this kind of sport very low. And the reason for this is the handlebar called Hyperbar. So you have a board which is very big, where you can stand on it. There's no need to lie down first. And you can grab this handle, and so it's very easy to keep the balance. Like a jet ski, you can throttle up with your right hand, and thus the board is very large. It's inflatable, so you can deflate it, and it's really small to transport, and it's very robust.
Well, I remember from the first comparison with the flight scooter that there were two special things about this board, which was the Hyperbar and actually also the mast, and this is what we will look into detail now.
So the first unique feature is our Hyperbar. We are the only inflatable eFoil scooter that has an electronic trigger for throttle. So you can control it very, very precisely. On the other side, we have our power button module, where you can switch the power levels without letting your hand go from the handlebar. In the middle, we have our seamlessly integrated display, which is very bright, high resolution, and it's a color display. You can see information like your charging state of the battery, your speed, and like in a car, it's a board computer with average speed, time traveled, distance traveled, and so on. It is charged with a wireless charger. The key for a good driving experience with a handlebar is a strong and very well connected handlebar to the board. This is why we choose a stable but lightweight profile, which is connected with our quick release mechanism to our box, which is made from fiberglass with carbon and glass fiber. But you can use this board not only with the handlebar, you can also remove it and use it like an eFoil with a remote. Just open the quick release mechanism and replace the handlebar with this cover plate. Now you're ready to go like an eFoil. So safety is for us very important. This is why we have the safety switch. Only when it is attached, you can power up. Once you fall down, the eFoil will immediately stop. The second feature is our speed limiter. For example, here it is set to 20 kilometers an hour. So you can't go faster than that. In our Gonna Fly modus, we made it even easier for beginners, because even if you give full throttle, you will be accelerated very, very slowly, so you can fully concentrate and holding your balance, and you don't need to bother with the throttle. Now we come to our second unique feature. It's our anti-breach system, which we have a pending patent. It solves a problem with eFoiling because the wing must always stay underwater to generate lift. Once you fly too high, you will fall. With our anti-breach system, air is going to be sucked into the mast at a certain height and is guided into the propulsion system, which loses thrust and limits your flying height. So safety is very important at Aerofoils. This is why we have here as well our jet propulsion system, which is very efficient and performant. And the second thing is we have our carbon fiber mast. It is 60 centimeters long for beginners, and it's very stiff to have a good connection between board and wing to have precise control of the vehicle. Okay, the board itself is inflatable. It's made from high quality double layer drop stitch material. Between the hard aero box and the inflatable we have the AVA grip pad without any seams or gaps, so you can't get stuck or hurt yourself. If you want to go on tour, we have this net where you can attach a dry bag, for example. And also on the handlebar there are fixed points that are like for bikes where you can attach bottles or further bags. For our new boards, the HyperFly and the Airfly, we also have new bags. We have the board bag where you can fit the board, but also the inflatable pump and the handlebar, as well as some personal stuff like helmet or vests. And we have the powertrain bag. It's very compact, where you can fit the powertrain and, for example, a remote or material for assembling. Like for all our other boards, you can combine the HyperFly and the Airfly with the complete range of our wings. As standard delivery, the Easy Ride is included. It's our biggest wing for beginners, but you can also choose the Free Ride series from 1,350 down to 900. If you want to go on tour, for example, and if you want to have an aggressive curving style, we have the Free Curve 1,250 and the Free Curve 1,000.
Hey Christian, thanks a lot for explaining us these two new products in detail, and I'm really looking forward to test them now on the water.
Yeah, have fun.
See you.